Hello friends, welcome to the 11th session of our video on current affairs and let's talk about this. Today we have 5 topics and let's start with this. India's Petronet, the biggest importer of India's biggest state-owned gas importer Petronet, which signed a contract with RasGas of Qatar to import gas at a significantly lower price than earlier decided. Earlier it was decided at $12 to $13 per MMBTU. BTU means British Thermal Unit, but the recent contract says that it will be available at $6 to $7 per MMBTU. And under this contract, 7.5 billion tons of LNG will be supplied to India in long-term contract till April 2028. It will help India saving around rupees 4,000 crores. It is considered as government's biggest diplomatic win. Being the world's biggest energy consumer, it is very important as well as it bargained and saving almost 50% of the budget that earlier was decided. Now the main reason behind this low price is the overproduction in countries which actually have high reserves of oil and gas, and the fall in demand due to economic slowdown. And this is what compelling these OPEC countries to offer better deals to retain their share in global energy trade. By the way, India imports around 80% of their energy from these countries. Second topic is related to the exchange of the list of nuclear installations and facilities between India and Pakistan, which is done every year on the 1st of January, that bars them from attacking each other's atomic facilities. And it was the 25th consecutive exchange, which started on 1st January 1992. Now, what is the importance of this exchange is that it bars them from carrying out any surprise attack or to assist any foreign power to attack on each other's nuclear installations and facilities. It was actually signed on 31st December 1988 and came into force on 27 January 1998 and signed between the then Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, and his Pakistani counterpart, Benazir Bhutto. A new committee is being formed by the Union Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, which will be headed by noted filmmaker Shyam Benegal, to look into the revamp of film certification nuances by the Central Board of Film Censors. Now, what will it do? It is expected to take note of best practices in various parts of the world and suggest measures related to the same, and make recommendations so that film industry is given sufficient and adequate space for creative and aesthetic expression, so that Indian films and cinemas will be appreciated worldwide. And for that, it has to recommend a framework which will provide efficient and transparent user-friendly services. Now, fourth topic is Union government has formed a committee to examine the wage structure service commissions of the Gram Dark Savers in the Department of Posts. So before going further, let's talk what a Gram Dark Savers. They are basically extra departmental agents recruited by the Department of Post to serve in rural areas. And currently there are approximately 2.6 lakh Gram Dark Savers, and the main issue with them is that they are demanding pay and facilities at par with regular postal department employees. So this new committee will look after the various things like method of minimum qualification for engagement as Gram Dark Saver, the conduct and what disciplinary rules must be there for them. They will examine these issues and suggest measures on the same. That is basically to improve their conditions so that they will not be dissatisfied with the service condition they are actually currently working. And the final topic is the government is of the opinion to start direct benefit transfer scheme for kerosene from April 1, 2016, like the way it is being used for the LPG. And initially, 26 districts along 8 states have been selected, and these 8 states are Haryana, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, and Rajasthan. Now, people will buy kerosene at market price, and like the LPG case, the subsidy directly will be credited into their account, and cash subsidy paid to farmers will be equivalent to the difference between the public distribution system price and market rate of kerosene. For the initial phase, government is going to credit this difference proactively or proactively to their account, so that they will not have any inconvenience of payment of unsubsidized price. Government want to do this to curtail or reduce subsidy outgo for kerosene, which in 2014 was about to reach 24,799 crore rupees, which is a huge amount. And with this direct benefit transfer, they can plug the actual leakages that is going on in the scheme, that is supplying kerosene under subsidy system. So that is all for up till 2nd January, and we will continue our journey with more topics in coming videos. And thanks, and have a good day.